14-year-old Nana has been living a life of servitude for the past 3 years. Her full identity is hidden for her safety. She was brought into Abuja, the Nigerian capital, with the promise of getting an education. But Nana is laboring against her will. She must run late-night errands and attend to difficult chores or risk being abused physically.
After my parents' divorce, my father left us. My mother remarried, but the man was not ready to cater for me, so I was sent to live with my grandmother in the village. But the hardship there was too much. My grandmother died, and my aunt brought me to Abuja with the promise of sponsoring me in school. But she did not fulfill her promise. Rather, she mistreats me, locks me up and beats me whenever she gets drunk. I don't want to continue staying with her, but I have nowhere to go.
Like Nana, millions are being forced into labor, sex, human trafficking and domestic servitude. The Global Slavery Index estimates 9.2 million Africans live in enslavement, making Africa the continent with the highest rate of contemporary slavery. In Nigeria alone, an estimated 1.4 million people are trapped in one form of institutional slavery or another. About 90% of them are women and minors. Factors like extreme poverty, corruption, conflict, irregular migration are identified as being responsible for the surge in figures.
The economic conditions in the country like Nigeria, it's something else. I mean, it calls for serious concerns. And for them to survive, they need someone's help, from elsewhere. So what would they do? They would take or give their daughter or their son out to someone else to go and serve. And at the end of the day, you find out that some of these young people are being molested.
Experts want the authorities to do so much more in upholding the rights of citizens and bringing perpetrators of modern-day slavery to book.
We have laws, we have policies, but, effective implementation is the problem. So if we have these laws activated, reactivated, make them work, and also create jobs. The judiciary and other arms of the government, to take the issue of trafficking and forced labor as a serious matter. It is a serious matter because our young people, thousands of them are being killed.
Many here also believe that better economic condition for citizens is key to ensuring a reduction in cases of modern-day slavery. Kelechi Amekalam, CGTN Abuja, Nigeria.
It's an important topic, so let's talk about it with Grace Forrest. She's in Australia and is the founding director of Walk Free. That's an international human rights group focused on the eradication of modern slavery. She's also a UN Goodwill Ambassador for anti-slavery. It's good to have you with us on the show, Grace. So first off, just help us understand, why is this happening, especially in modern times?
Thank you so much for having me today. So slavery exists in the world today on a totally unprecedented scale. We know there are more people living in slavery now than any other time in human history, and it exists in every country across the world. What this report, Stacked Odds, lays bare is that women and girls are disproportionately affected by every form of slavery. And when I talk about slavery, I'm talking about an umbrella term that encompasses a number of highly exploitative practices, including forced labor, forced marriage, debt bondage, domestic servitude, and state-imposed forced labor.
So considering that, help us